is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Well, he went to Chicago because somebody dropped a nickel. He picked it up, and now he's back.
I'm triumphant. I'm looking for that. What was my prize again when I get back here? Honey Child?
I was going to give you a... You're getting a rim job and a felching when you get back. Oh, that's right. Jesus. I can't... What's become of us? Tony Hawk is our guest tonight. Tony, you know, is probably the world's greatest skateboarder. Or at least the biggest name in skateboarding. I don't know enough about skateboarding to know if he's the best in the world, but I certainly know that he makes the most money, and he's the biggest name, and has video games and books, and he pulled last year at the X Games, he did the 920?
900.
900?
Yeah.
I was in the lobby with somebody and at the X Games because Jimmy and I went out there, my other lover, a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking to someone and I said,
former lover.
Oh yeah, Tony's big time after he pulled that 675, and the guy like went 900. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I should have won up."
Well, they're degrees, so
right.
You can only go so far.
Right, and
720 plus 180.
Yeah, so it's what is that, a 2? Is that a 2.5?
2.5. Yes.
Oh, that is nice.
920 is when it goes bad.
Right. Is it 10 o'clock is when it goes bad on this show?
Yeah.
And has anyone pulled this off yet? I mean, it's been a year, right?
Yeah. There's a guy on the East Coast actually that's coming really close, and I've heard he's landed it.
Are they? So people are gunning for your degree.
Yeah. I mean, you know, a lot of people think that that's the pinnacle of skateboarding, but really it's one trick that's actually a vert trick, so it's more specialized. You know, when you do it on a ramp, and some random street skater somewhere probably could care less about doing a 900. So
yeah, but
is that something that you can just it's in your repertoire now, or is that something you?
No, I've only done it about 5 times.
Yeah.
And I've wrecked myself a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Last year was only the one time, I think.
I did it once there, and I've done it a few times since then, but I've actually gotten hurt a couple times since then as well. So.
I did it in my tub once, masturbating, and the towel bar broke. It's I don't want to talk about it. Now, you weren't in X Games this year, right?
I was just doing commentary. Yeah.
Good.
And I entered the doubles event, just for fun.
What is the doubles event?
2 guys on the ramp at a time.
Oh, I see.
Synchronized skating.
Yeah, it's like a rollerball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know what the viewership is or was for the X Games this year, and I don't know what the attendance was as opposed to 3 or 4 years ago, but this seems to be one of the fastest-growing sports around. I mean, certainly press-wise, there's a hell of a lot more talk and a hell of a lot more hype about it this year, and there was a lot last year. But I know this thing's been around for 6 years, and you weren't hearing that much about it the first couple of years.
Yeah, it's been growing every year, and I think skating is a big part of it, one of the focuses of it, and it's amazing. I mean, they really couldn't fit any more people there. There was a line 3 hours long just waiting to get into the venue.
All right.
In San Francisco, so it's incredible how big it is.
What did the grandstands hold there for just like the half-pipe event?
I don't know. I would say at least like 5,000, I would think.
Yeah, it looked
the way from the view. There was a lot of different viewing areas, but there was one main viewing area.
What did you do there, Adam?
What I do there? Yeah. I sat in Andy Dick's trailer and ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
What were you supposed to be at?
They had an opening ceremony with me and Jimmy and No Doubt, like Andy Dick hosted it, and Randy the Macho Man Savage, and an eclectic group, someone from Survivor, and not Survivor the show, Survivor the band. And it was a bass player from Survivor. He did Eye of the Tiger. The crowd wasn't too hip on that. A lot of 14, 15-year-olds in there didn't know who Survivor actually was. That's what we ought to do. We ought to have a guest from Survivor on this show and get one of the guys who was wearing the beret in the video in 1983. But Yeah, it was great, and it's a beautiful location, and I guess they're doing it in Chicago next year, or at least that's what I heard.
I heard rumors of Philadelphia.
Oh, was it Philadelphia? Whatever it is, I thought, it's not going to be as nice as this. I mean, they hold it, right out on the bay, right next to the bridge. I mean, it's really picturesque. And the motorcycle stuff is really gaining
incredible.
speed. A few years ago, when you thought X Games, you didn't think motorcycles. You thought pretty much, street luge, half pipe, and some rock climbing. But I wasn't even, I think they just Supercross.
How do they do
stuff.
street luge?
They just block off.
Streets?
Yeah,
it's just that windy downhill street. No, it's windy downhill street with hay bales.
Yeah. No, I just thought this whole thing was in a stadium or something.
Jesus Christ, I ran into Lugenstein over there about 400 times. Really the world's biggest, most obnoxious street luge guy.
He's huge.
How does it work, by the way, that whenever you go out of town for a couple of days or you go do an event or something like that, there's a guy who's assigned to you, somebody you're going to run into 3-4 times, probably see him at the airport, then you'll probably catch him in the hotel lobby, and then that night you'll see him at the party, and then the next day you'll see him at the event, and it's never a hot chick. It's Lugenstein. I ran into Lugenstein in the lobby of the hotel when I was walking in. I ran into Lugenstein in his leathers. When we were driving out of the place, Lugenstein was pulling up into the place. And the goddamn day I left, I was talking to Lugenstein.
I actually ran into him on the street a couple times myself.
Yeah.
I didn't run into anyone on the street.
Why? There was tons of babes running around there and smart, interesting people. I could have had provocative conversation with them. I ran into Lugenstein 300 times. And I thought, why is that? How does that work? How does God just assign you to one guy? And it's always a big scary guy, too.
Usually starts on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Usually on the plane. It's not when you land.
Right.
It's in the plane.
That's right.
You're trapped.
Right.
And then you finally got away. Nope, takes more time.
Lugenstein. That is the guy I saw 650 times while I was there. Meanwhile, I'm hearing about everyone else being there, and I never see any of them. Just Lugenstein. And Lugenstein is he's 6'4", 6'5". He's got to be 250 pounds. He's just it took 6 cows to make his leathers. Lugenstein. And how did he do, Tony?
What he won, from what I heard.
Oh, did he win?
Yeah.
Good. We don't upset Lugenstein. He put skateboard trucks on a coffin and just went right down that hill in it.
I saw him cruising on a motorized board around the set.
Oh, Lugenstein. And like an idiot, Jimmy was calling him Lugenstein. So I thought it was just some big Jew who was some big German Jew who was into skateboarding. I didn't know. Jimmy yelled at me that he made up Lugenstein, you idiot. I didn't even know.
I think he patented it, actually.
Oh, for Christ's sake. He's like a pro wrestler with a skateboard. All right. But a good guy. I don't want to say anything bad about Lugenstein. He'll crush me. Tony is here promoting tonight, amongst other things, Adrenaline Theater. And we had, who do we have on here from Adrenaline Theater? Who's the surfer? Who do we have?
Snowboarders?
True. Kelly Slater. Oh, you weren't here.
Here.
Oh, somebody dropped a nickel in Idaho.
Iowa.
Iowa. And you had to, yeah, that's right. Kelly Slater was in here promoting this for the surf version, and now I guess this is the skateboarding version of it, right?
Yeah. We made a video, actually a skating film of our team, and now they're releasing it into theaters. It's all shot on film, and
it's real high quality. And this is a picture. This is not some home movie.
I mean, at its core, it's a skate film.
Right.
It doesn't pretend to be anything else, but it's got a lot of themes to it, and it's all very visual. It's all 60 and 35 millimeters. So.
And it's playing up on the big screens. It plays weekends at AMC theaters nationwide. In over 40 cities. So, and this one is called The End. And is it the second in the series, or we got the surf, the skate, right? So we had the surf, now the skate, then they'll do the snow, the motocross, the BMX, and then Lugenstein returns, and then Lugenstein versus the Three Stooges. That'll be the 6th and 7th in the series. And the 8th, Lugenstein kicks Carolla's ass.
I think you're heading for that one.
Liechtenstein versus the Munster.
Yeah. So anyway, you can check this out, and it is. I'm trying to find the www.com thing here for it. Anyway, I'll figure that one out in a minute. We'll give you more details on it. Also, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is
September 20th.
That's when the one sold pretty well, right?
Yeah, I think it remained one of the top sellers since it was released last year up to now.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh, when you're 85 and you're looking at that thing and you're all full of sedatives, you're going to freak out. That could be weird.
Yeah, it'll be bad flashback.
Christine?
Yes.
You're 18? What's up?
Okay, I'm 2 months pregnant. And ever since I got pregnant, I just cannot stand the boy I'm pregnant by. I don't know why. I just hate him. I can't stand looking at him. I don't want him around me or nothing.
When did this happen? You became so aversive to him?
A couple of days after I got pregnant, it just started getting worse and worse every day. So I don't like him no more.
Well, he's your brother. You're going to have to live with him and learn to cope.
No.
How old is he?
23.
23.
Anything happened? Did he do anything to make you upset?
Not that I know of. Stuff that he does before, that he used to do before I was pregnant.
Is it now that you're pregnant, you're expecting a little more from him?
No, it's just that stuff that he used to do before, it didn't bother me, and now it does, and it's just a little stupid.
Like what?
Like it takes
not pulling out.
an hour and a half to take. Like, stupid stuff. Like it takes him an hour and a half to get up and take a shower. Stupid things like
you can make a great father. And don't the folks over at the mill or the Arby's or wherever he barely works, don't they miss him when it takes him an hour and a half to get out of bed?
No.
And some hold on a second. I bet when Christine gets really mad, she pulls the tobacco out of her mouth and throws it at him as he leaves down the front porch.
Corncob pipe.
So while she'll pull that rope out that's holding her pants up and give him a good whooping. Oh, my God. Oh, Mama. Christine?
Yes.
Are you white trash?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Not white.
You're another color?
No, I'm white.
Oh, okay. All right. That's enough. All right. So now, do you live with this guy?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
And so how do you know it takes him so long to get out of bed?
He stays over here.
I see.
He stays the night. But my question is, should I just break up with him and leave it at that, or should I stay with him? Will this get better? Will it change?
How does he feel about the baby?
He's sitting, he's kind of excited. He's going to take care of it.
How about getting married to him?
No.
No way.
How about giving the baby up?
Not the way I feel about it right now.
Yeah, reasonable. How about putting the baby up for adoption?
No, I'm keeping it.
Are you living at home?
Yes.
Yeah. She's not going to risk taking a chance on anyone ruining that child.
Yeah.
She's going to ruin it herself.
Right. So make sure it happens.
That's what I like about our listeners. Yeah. No way. You don't leave that thing up to chance.
Yeah.
You ruin it yourself. There's a chance they might get to a good family. And there's no way. I'm with you.
Won't have anything to do with that.
No. So are you living at home, Christine?
I live with my brother.
You live with your brother?
Mother.
My mother.
Oh, your mother. I see. All right. And your dad's not around?
No.
Oh, shocking.
And how's your mom feel about Junior?
Well, she's happy. I think she wants it more than I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Please try not to screw up this child. All right.
And try to work it out with the guy.
Yeah. He wants to be a part of the child's life, and maybe you're just going through a little hormonal thing,
Okay.
Just take a breath, relax.
All right.
Don't do so much thinking, all right?
Okay.
All right, start saving up money, would you?
I have money.
You do?
I have plenty of money.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Plenty?
Yes.
To raise a child?
Hold on. Let's take some bets.
$1,200.
I'm saying falsified insurance claim.
$1,200.
Oh, that's the amount?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think the only possible way she has money.
Yes.
I'm saying
lawsuit?
I'm saying insurance fraud. That's what I'm saying.
Law settlement.
Right. Christine?
Yeah, I make $15 an hour.
Oh, what do you do? What, are you a checker or something?
I work in Dallas at a technology communication company.
Holy mackerel. What do you do over there?
I'm manager over a plant.
Wow.
Basically just...
All right. You're set then. The kid's going to be living on Easy Street.
$15 an hour?
Hey, $15 an hour at 18 is... Listen, I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
5 years ago, I was making $15 an hour, Drew.
I know.
And pretty ecstatic.
Straight out of high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 15. I remember having a hypothetical conversation with my carpet cleaning boss, although now that I look back on the conversation, I realize it sort of was to help him. What would you do for $10 an hour was the title of this bizarre conversation I had while driving home from a Colony kitchen in his carpet cleaning van at 4 a.m. And it was like, I was probably 18 or 19. $10 an hour? Work at like a slaughterhouse, like, like shoveling brains or something like that, I guess. Or maybe like a manure farm or something. $10 an hour. I think that conversation was, he intentionally had it with me so I wouldn't ask for a raise. Philip?
Hi.
You're 16.
Yeah.
You're on with Tony Hawk.
What's up?
Hi, Philip.
Huh?
What's going on?
All right. Well, hang on there, Philip. Collect your thoughts. You know you're in bad shape or you smoke a lot of weed when someone says, "What's up?" and you go,
Huh?
"Huh?" Okay, hold on. Let me process that for a second. Oh, what do you mean by that? Let's try Philip one more time. Philip?
Yep.
What's going on there, brother?
I've been with my girlfriend for about 6 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to visit my cousin. And I got hooked up with another girl. This was about a month ago. And she called my cousin. My cousin called me. And she says that she has HIV. She tested positive. And I went and got a test like last week. And it hasn't come in yet. And I was just wondering how I should tell my girlfriend.
Why hasn't come in yet?
They have some shipping problem or something. It was like one of the mail-in ones.
And you got it at the pharmacy?
Yeah.
What type did you get at the pharmacy?
I don't remember. It was like...
How did you test yourself?
Like a pinprick.
Oh, Philip, you're so full of crap.
Well, that was a nice try, Philip. All right. Why? They don't do the pinprick thing?
No, it's a cheek swab.
Oh, they do a cheek thing?
Yeah.
See? True smart. Cold busted. Don't remember. They had a shipping problem. That was good. All right. Elizabeth.
Hello.
You're 15. What's up?
Yes, how is everybody?
Good.
Good.
Hi.
Okay, I have a couple questions for Tony. First of all, are you going to have another giant skateboard tour?
Actually, we were just talking about that tonight, and I certainly hope so. That will be up to the ESPN.
What kind of skateboard tour?
We did a tour of different skate parks across the country and made them into shows for ESPN. And so actually the tour's over, but the shows are going to still be produced. We still have 4 more to do, actually.
Do they have one out here? No.
Yeah, they have a few skate parks out here.
Do they have one in the valley anymore?
They have Simi Valley, and they have Ventura. They have one in Orange.
Yeah, but not like San Fernando Valley.
Not
there used
really.
to be a place called, I think it was like Skate Across or something.
Merceda, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'd go with a Black Knight Ford with the clay. We didn't actually have even clay wheels back then. We just said they're made out of...
Metal wheels.
No, they're made out of soil. Dirt. Yeah. You'd sit on it, it'd crush.
They shot an episode of Chips there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Hey, so he's going to do it, Elizabeth. Or he's trying to...
We're trying. If ESPN gives us a go, then we're on again.
Okay, that's cool. And are you guys going to have another Birdhouse video coming out?
We're tentatively working on that as well, but that'll probably be throughout next year.
Okay. And who's going to be on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2?
All the same guys, including adding Eric Costin, Steve Caballero, and Ronnie Mullen.
Jeez, you speak fluent skateboard gibberish. Because here's what it sounded like to me. It was like, and I got another question. Eric Cavallero will be on that one. And it's going to James something. Well, now the management of ESPN has green-lighted the project. And one last follow-up. Drew, did you understand anything she said?
I heard exactly what you heard.
I thought she was scatting or something. I didn't know she was asking a question.
It's a good thing she didn't go into any tricks now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Illusionstein.
Hey, Elizabeth?
Yeah?
What are some of your favorite skateboard tricks?
I like nose grinds and bump slides and just All of them. They're all cool.
Those guys and Muffins.
And
Those are both the
Braggers have it.
Some braggers and some bros and some that was like one of Bill Cosby's characters calling in. All right, see, Tony knows he has to deal with these people. Speaks
I live it.
fluent skater. Candy?
Hey.
Hey. You're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I've been having sex since I was like 11, right?
Oh.
And, I don't know if it's because of that, but I have never had an orgasm.
So you realize that whatever happened when you were 11 was abuse, right? Yes.
Well, how old was the guy?
15.
Ooh,
It doesn't really
11.
matter. 11,
Wow.
it's abuse, no matter what.
Jeez, that's a great guy.
And did anything happen to you before that?
No, I don't think so. Well, when I was really little, my mom was cooking hot dogs, and
Hold on a second. We gotta go commercial. I don't even want to know. And Lugenstein came over with one of those chef hats made of 8 feet tall. Listen,
Oh my God!
She was cooking hot dogs.
Mom was making hot dogs. It's like a Bergman movie or something.
Yeah, we got Tony. It's getting a little weird. Yeah, we may do some gambling tonight.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Tony Hawk is our guest tonight. Candy's mom was cooking hot dogs. This is the beginning of the story. This is something that happened to her before she had her first sexual encounter at age 11, and we'll find out why ballpark Frank's plump when you cook them.
Do it again.
Wow. Anderson is really rocking tonight. We got a new, what do we call these? Drops? Breakers? Intros? What are they called? Beds? These are bumpers. Yeah, another 5 years, and right now I'll figure this out. Tony Hawk is our guest tonight. He's here pimping Adrenaline Theater, which is something that Kelly Slater was in here a few weeks back talking about the surf version of it, and this will be the skateboard version of it. And it can be found at AMC theaters all across the nation on weekends, and this is a high-end, top-quality, big screen and radical stuff, right, Tony?
Skateboarding film.
Yes, it is a film.
Top-notch skateboarding.
And also, you can check out Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, which will be out on the shelf when?
September 20th. PlayStation and PC.
Yeah. Now, what do you get? Like $1.50 off each one of those sold or something like that?
I don't really know what the breakdown is.
But you get a cut on the ones that are sold, right?
I do, yes.
Now, what's it take for you? What do you have to do to make a video like that? Do you have to do anything?
Yeah, well, I mean, besides just giving my expertise,
right.
I did a day of motion capture where I had all the balls attached to me and skated this ramp for hours and hours and
really?
A few times. And
so they set up that whole, and we've seen these, the guys wear the very tight Lycra suits.
Very revealing.
Very revealing, and Tony told me during the break she had a couple of socks down in his just to really add a certain flair to it. And then they put these like ping pong balls all over the place.
They look like ping pong balls. They're iridescent. From what I found out later, they cost something like, I don't know, they're saying like $50 each or something.
And how many of them do they put on? Quite a few?
Yeah, like 40, 50.
And they need it for all the parts that are moving?
Yeah, and then they have about 20 cameras or something that collect all the information and then put them into a 3D model.
Right.
And each ball or area gets mapped into the character on the game, so it moves exactly the way you move in that motion.
When you get this video, it is Tony Hawk skating.
Yeah, my character.
How's it look?
It looks great. Yeah, it's awesome.
And where's the half pipe set up? Do they do it on a sound stage?
No, they used the skate park. They used Skate Street in Ventura.
And they just brought all their equipment out there.
They brought their equipment, and we spent a whole day doing it.
Oh, my God.
And then for the tricks that we didn't get there, I provide the reference material for it and reference material for maybe some of the terrain they're creating. Like some of the places are actual skate spots.
Wow.
In the game.
Jeez, that's all foreign to me. I don't play any video games. I'm
trying to think what the equivalent Carolla game would be.
Adam naps and whacks off.
Adam nap and whack. And
I only need 2 ping pong balls for that, by the way. All right. So, wait a minute. Before we left, we were talking to Candy. Just let me make sure Candy's still there. Candy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you have never had an orgasm. You're 16 years old. You started having sex at age 11.
Yeah.
And we want to know if there was any trauma before the age 11. And you said, now don't finish this line, but once when your mom was cooking hot dogs, all right, and then you stopped there. I'd like to see if we can finish this story.
Lugenstein came over.
Oh, no. No, it's not like a Mad Lib.
Oh.
I mean, what do you think happened?
Making hot dogs.
Yeah.
And
now I'm
Experiment with one
I'm going with the
by
hot
yourself.
dog representing the
something.
penis.
The hot dogs must play an important role in the story. Otherwise, why would that have been mentioned right up front like that?
Right. Okay.
And Mom was there, so how weird could it have gotten?
Now, do you think one of Mom's drunken boyfriends got hold of the hot dog?
Cousin was there. She was making hot dogs for everyone else. I'll go with
Frozen or
cousin.
cooked?
Let's find out. Let's see. Candy?
Yeah.
While Mom was making hot dogs.
Well, okay, I was like 3. She told me that, I did this when I was about 3. I asked her what it was, and she said it was hot dogs. And I was like, oh, so that's what Daddy stuck in my mouth.
Ooh.
So I don't remember saying it, but,
Oh, boy.
even if it would have happened, I wouldn't have never
Did your
remembered.
mom airlift you to a mental health professional at that point? Or?
And
Yeah.
where was Daddy at the time?
Dad, he was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, where is he now?
Now he's living in a different town.
Is he in jail?
No, he's not in jail.
Is he an alcoholic?
He's a really bad alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Everything's a good idea when you're drunk, you know? So, do you think your dad molested you?
I have no idea.
We think he did
It
something.
sort of seems like it
Yeah.
because you've been going since 11.
3?
And,
Well,
so
my
that-
sister, she was older than me, and I looked up to her, so
Your sister.
I wanted to be like my older sister, and, I found out she had sex, and I wanted to have sex, too.
When you
I
were
see.
11.
Yeah. I was, a little kid.
right. All right. So now your problem is you're not having an orgasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe your bigger problem is your dad, right?
The alcoholic dad that abandoned your family. And maybe it's just that you're 16.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not even ready to be having sex yet.
Well, I don't know, because in between that time, I was always trying to, so I fucked a lot of guys, and that
Yeah.
might be it, too.
All right. Well, why don't you slow down a little and give your
You realize that
vagina a break?
most 16-year-olds don't have sex during intercourse.
Don't have an orgasm.
Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Orgasm.
Most 16-year-olds don't have orgasms?
No,
That's
not
right.
not during intercourse.
Oh.
16, at 28,
Yeah.
22, 37. I never
30,
found
30
it.
is they're kind of figuring out whether they're going to or not.
I swear to Christ, I
But
could
they'll
never
find another
a
way.
woman.
They'll find another
All
way.
right. Yeah, they figure themselves out. All right. Hey, Candy.
Yeah.
So just slow down and wait, should you go to like Alateen or something like that?
Great idea.
There you go.
Perfect.
John,
Yeah, what's up, dude?
you're 18.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good.
Great, it's great to be on. My problem is my mom just moved back into our house.
Yeah.
She's gone for years. She was sleeping around with a couple guys.
Sure.
I'm just kind of having trouble dealing with it.
Huh.
Drew, when your mom went out whoring for a year, what did you do?
How did I
you deal
cope when
with
she
that?
moved back
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough transition.
Well, she's only gone for 10 months, though, wasn't she?
Yeah, it made it a little easier.
Right. Then the Guy Lombardo band left town, and that was it. She came back.
But John, what's going on in your family? What's going on between your mom and your dad before
My
this?
dad, he was, as all of us were, we were devastated at first.
So he had no idea this was going on.
No, we did. We kind of had a couple signs, but it was like, nah, not mom. Mom wouldn't do that.
Well,
And she finally came out. I lived with her because she's persuaded me to go over live with her for a while.
And what's it been like?
That was chaos
Really?
to the highest degree.
Is she using drugs?
Actually, yeah.
What drug?
She has narcolepsy.
Yeah.
Had.
Yeah.
She didn't. They put her on something that was like the equivalent of speed.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't be on that.
I'm trying to think. Maybe it was Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall. Well, Adderall's a little less of an issue than some of the more potent stimulants, but she could not.
She was like sneaking it from the doctor. The doctor was writing her prescription. She was taking
This whole thing may be all about addiction.
sounds like Mary Poppins.
Right, John?
Hey, John,
Yeah.
how about, you're 18, how about you start thinking about getting out of the house?
Well, I'm going to college now. I'm going to IU, and I'm still living at home until I can get a better foothold on
Iowa?
life.
Idaho?
Where, IU?
Indiana University.
Indiana.
Oh, I see.
Bloomington.
Hey, you should get out of the house. You really should.
I'd like to, you know.
I know, listen, I know it's not convenient, but it never really is. You have to get roommates. You know, I moved out, I got a one-bedroom. I had 2 roommates. There's 3 of us living in one bedroom.
It'd be kind of fun, dude.
Yeah, it's great sleeping on bunk beds when you're an adult.
Oh,
and you're bringing chicks over.
You didn't get enough of it when your little sister was below you crying all night.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Hey, John, your mom is a mess. I'm sorry for it, but you living in that house is going to be a bitch. It really is.
If she's coming back and has not made some substantive change in terms of getting treatment for what's going on with her addictive process, her manic behavior, things are not going to change. So you got to at least advise your dad to see to it that some professional intervention occurs.
Yeah, and like I say night after night, people hang in, whether it's bad roommates or bad parents or bad whatever, bad living situations. There's nothing that's worth that. There really isn't. I mean, hey, if you want to take a semester off college, go to work, get your ass together, move out, that's better. It's all better than that.
Taking a chance is better than just dealing with it.
Right.
Trying to deal with it.
David?
Yeah.
You 15?
Yeah.
You're on with Tony Hawk.
All right. Whenever I masturbate,
yeah,
like right before ejaculation, I get like a really sharp headache, and it's really terrible.
Yeah, that's your mom hitting you with a rolled up newspaper, telling you to take it off the sofa and in your bedroom.
How long has this been going on for?
Probably about 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. Why don't you tell your doctor about it?
What'd you say he's doing?
Like, say just talk about it just before orgasm. That's all you got to say. You don't have to say under what circumstance. Believe me, the doctor knows you're 15 and you're having orgasms, okay?
Okay.
It's important that he or she know that's the context. And it can be some serious stuff. There are migraines, and there are also things like aneurysms and whatnot, and high blood pressure problems. And it's something that does need to be evaluated, David, okay?
Okay.
I remember when I was 15, I'd get a headache if I didn't masturbate every 15 minutes. It was like a little different. And now I've upped that to 35 minutes as an adult now, Drew. Which, by the way, what time is it?
You're maturing nicely.
Oh, it's 10:35. Interesting. David?
Yeah.
All right, so listen, talk to your doctor. You could have something going on.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. And you'd hate to have an aneurysm or have your folks find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What percentage of people do you think are found with their dork in their hand? It's got to be fairly high.
80%.
As a doctor, you'd say 80.
Or no, that's the
80%.
The self-strangulation thing.
Oh, that's...
I think 80% of males can expect to die.
That's a bad one, too, that auto-asphyxiation, masturbation. I remember when my grandmother gave me a good talking to about that.
Oh, God.
I was like 18.
Oh, wow.
I swear to Christ, nothing is sacred in the Carolla house. She pulled me aside, and she wasn't telling me because she was worried about me, or maybe she was.
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
She just didn't want to find you like that.
My grandmother likes to make conversation that's uncomfortable for me.
For sport.
Yeah, for sport. It's like some older people play bingo. She makes her grandson squirm with talk of rim jobs and auto asphyxiation and things like that, autoerotic asphyxiation. And I remember she was telling me this story, and it was half of me was repulsed, the other half thought, hey, that's something.
Yeah, you don't want to give people that kind of idea either.
Yeah.
They haven't thought of it.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not tired of the old orgasm. I'm really not. Katie?
Yes.
You're 18.
Yes.
What's up?
Well, I started to suffer from panic attacks this past month. I'll be driving, or I'll have to pull over because I can't handle it.
You depressed at all?
No, actually, I'm not.
Are you doing any drugs?
I did.
LSD?
No.
Ecstasy?
Yes.
No, there you go.
Is that it?
That's it?
Absolutely. It's one of the more common manifestations of the injury caused by that drug.
Because, I was listening, last night, and I stopped doing it this past, 2 months, and everything's been fine, but I don't know if it's because I started to hear about it more often, or...
No, Katie, this drug is well known to damage brain.
Right.
Well, how much more do you need to know than that? Panic attacks are one of the more common outcomes. This will often be associated with mood disturbances later.
How much X have you been doing?
It's called E now, Anna.
Oh, E? It's not X?
X was 10 years ago, Pops.
Oh, Christ. E?
Yeah,
oh, that's right.
I'm about 12 pills.
Hold on a second. Dope is dope, Drew. That's all I'm saying.
That's why they call it dope.
That's why they call it dope. It's for dopes.
Okay.
All right. Katie?
Yes.
What? How much smack you been doing?
I've taken 12.
12 hits. Yeah, you're getting it. I usually say that. No. I usually say 10 exposures will do you.
Okay.
And so you're right in there.
How long does that last?
Lifetime, very often.
All right.
Sucks.
Yeah. Well, that's all right, Katie. Listen, you good looking?
Yeah.
What do you care?
I hope so.
You're fine. You're on Easy Street. Mary Lugenstein.
Easy Street.
I'm just so glad I found out about it now and not 2 years from now.
Or the more exposure, the more serious the consequences.
These kids don't even know what they're getting into.
Yeah, and hopefully, if you keep having panic or if the mood starts to crap out on you, go get treated because this often requires medication. The medication can be very effective.
Drew, how come the Negroes never do acts? We call them Negroes now? Are they still? What is that called? There's a new name now? What is that name? Is a new name for Negro?
We call them African Americans.
African Americans. How come the African Americans don't do the E? All right. I'm going to work this all out. I'm telling you, I gotta get with the times here. Really, don't people call it X?
No, I've been meaning to correct you for last month. I keep forgetting to.
But X isn't something else, is it?
X, only in the context of the discussions we've been having would people understand what you're referring to.
See,
it's like 10 years ago.
I may run with a dangerous crowd, but E means enema to me. Hey, you get the big E? That's enema.
They still call it X, though.
Thank you.
Who does?
Thank you.
To defend Adam.
No, who does?
Listen,
people.
Not anymore. You don't hear that.
When I buy it,
you hang out.
Herbal X, right?
Yeah, Herbal X.
They don't call it Herbal E.
How dare you, Drew?
Yeah, but
listen, this guy, Tony's a skateboarder. He makes his living hanging out with drug addicts.
Okay.
You know
Easy now.
Well, not you, but all the other guys. Everyone else.
Got a lot of stereotypes there, Adam.
I know, but how do they get started? I mean, come on. All right, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with Tony Hawk after this. Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tony Hawk's our guest tonight. He's here to hawk Adrenaline Theater. The End is what this is called in a series of, I believe it's about 5. And this is the skateboarding stuff. And if you want to log on to monsterskate.com or adrenalinetheater.com, you can find out where it's going to be near you. It's at AMC Theaters. It's on weekends, and it's nationwide. So see skating in its full glory on the big screen, where it belongs. And Tony also is going to release on September 20th Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And do you have a book out, too?
Yeah, it's called Occupation Skateboarder.
And
it's autobiography.
And it just chronicles...
basically how I came to make skateboarding my career. And the ups and downs and ins and outs and injuries and everything.
And when did you turn pro?
When I was 14.
And how old are you now?
I'm 32.
So it's been a while. And
it's been a while.
Could you make any money at 15, 14?
No. Not at all. It was just the title that you held. I'm now a pro skateboarder. I was an amateur, and now I'm pro.
Because you have a sponsor? I mean, what makes you a pro? You get a sponsor? Is that...
You get a sponsor, and then if you... At the time, it was more based on competition, so if you reached the top of the amateur ranks, the next step was to turn professional. And I think the pro prize money then was $150 for first place for an event.
Oh, that's bad. Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
that's bad.
I received a royalty check for my signature model, actually, for 85 cents.
Wow.
For the month.
And it seems to me that skateboarding made a sort of technological leap in a 5-year period between 1980 and 1985 or something. But it seems like stuff has remained equipment-wise.
Pretty much the same construction.
More trucks and wheels.
Designs, yeah.
A little better design, but same materials.
Same materials, stuff? Yeah. Same like wood, maple, 7-ply, and urethane wheels. And
do you think it's sort of hit a plateau? And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean this is what you're using.
Well, we've seen a lot of changes, in shapes and in sizes And now we've really, over the last, I'd say 5 years, we've really kind of come to a happy medium, and nothing's really changed very much.
Yeah, the helmets seem about the same.
Well, the helmets have actually gotten a lot better, a lot safer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the actual construction of the skateboards,
right?
I think the only real revolution that we can see is something to replace the wood, and we haven't found the right substitute yet.
It's bizarre how many sports, especially high-tech, no-holds-barred sort of things, still rely on wood as sort of the basis of their equipment.
The bicycle freaks me out. A friend of mine was showing me his $7,000 bicycle this weekend.
Right, one of those titanium mountain bikes with the springs everywhere.
God.
Yeah, you know what he does with it? He puts it on the rack of his Range Rover and drives in circles around the Gelsons trying to score, right? And that's what he does,
right? The husky in the back.
Right.
Wears the tights into the coffee shop.
Yeah. It's funny. I was laughing with Drew the other night about how cars' big selling points now is they come with a bike. And I thought, the whole point of buying a car so you don't have to get on the bike anymore. I mean, at least when I was growing up.
It's just welded to the frame, doesn't actually come off.
Right. I think they are now. Yeah, they're actually stamped into the mold of the body. A thing that's shaped like a bicycle stamped to the roof. You look cool. Don't worry. Comes with a bike and a bandana keychain. You'll get laid for sure. Elaine?
Yeah.
You're 22. What's up?
The very first time I had sex, I did not bleed at all. And the first time I had anal sex, I did not bleed either. And I heard that it's very rare for you to have sex the first time, both anal and regular sex, and not bleed. I was wondering if it's the elasticity of my skin or...
The anal sex does not typically cause bleeding. Okay?
But here's a very eerie and interesting earmark to the story. The Virgin Mary that her father has on the dashboard of his truck bled a bloody tear when she had that anal sex. Very interesting.
How old were you when you had intercourse first time?
17.
So you're old enough that there may not have been a harm. And anal sex shouldn't cause bleeding, and if it does, you kind of have to get it checked out, in fact. Okay. So, no, nothing really unusual about all this.
Okay.
All right, you're good. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for not bleeding. All right, we'll speak to Robert. Robert is 20. Robert?
Hey, what's up? Mayonnaise.
Hey, yeah, it's my rap name.
It's my main name.
Man-A's. You see with a Z and man, it's like a nice white rapper.
What's Dr. Drew's name?
A-hole. I don't know, Drew. That wouldn't be a bad rap name.
Asshole. Oh.
What's up there, Robert?
What's up? I really don't have no sick, demented sex question for you guys. I listen to you guys every night coming home from work, and I've listened to you guys for years. Adam is the most hilarious guy I've ever heard. And I mean, Stryker filled in for you, and it was cool, but it's so good to have Adam back.
Oh, well, thank you.
You must be from Tucson, right? Or L.A.?
Huh?
You from L.A. or Tucson?
I'm from Riverside.
Yeah.
L.A.
Right.
I had a question for Tony. I'm not really a big video game fanatic. I was when I was younger, and but when Tony Hawk came out, I was straight addicted to this game. Me and my friends just had addiction for this game. We'd go anywhere we could just to play it. Wake up in the middle of the night and play this game. And I just want to ask you if you play your own game, if you feel how we feel about this game.
Yeah, the best thing about me playing it is that I can actually tell my wife that I'm working. So I was up. Well, yeah, when it first came out, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning every night trying to finish it.
You kill on it?
I'm pretty good, but there are kids that have so much time to play it that I really can't compete.
That's another question I was asked, because I have a friend, man, and he is amazing on this game. I don't know what the highest score you've ever seen, but my homie pulls 800,000 tricks. Not tricks, but 800,000 runs.
Yeah, no cheats?
Huh?
No cheats?
Oh, nah, well, he can do it with
always special.
Wait a minute, did Tony just say the S word, or what did he say? No cheats?
No cheats.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He
meant
no, he's not entering special codes that allow him to do stuff better or
without the special code, he'll pull 500.
No, that's
with
good.
The special code, dude, he pulls 200,000 point tricks, just one trick alone.
Hey, Robert, I bet he traded all in to get laid once.
Oh,
and he'd give it all up, wouldn't he?
You know what's scary is that, not scary, but surprising, is that a lot of girls play this game.
Oh, really?
And there aren't too many games that really cross over
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because video games are predominantly kind of a male phenomenon, aren't
definitely. But I hear a lot of girls say, "Oh, I hated my boyfriend was playing all the time, and then he let me try once, and now we play it together, and now we compete."
And when you compete, it's your score against their score. I mean, I know it sounds obvious. No,
there is a dual player mode that you can play at the same time.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
And so there's two of you?
Two people, yeah. And you literally can run into each other at some point and just try to outdo the other one.
I remember there's this hot new game called Pong out. It's like tennis, except for it's like a video tennis ball you play with.
That has a two-player mode, too.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, and you can play it against the wall when you get bored. It's great. All right, we'll take a little break. Tony Hawk is our guest tonight. When we come back, we'll speak to more of you after this. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. There's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tony Hawk is our guest tonight, the world's greatest skateboarder. He is here talking about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, which will be out September 20th. Also, Occupation Skateboarder, which is his book, which is out. And the book, the movie, Adrenaline Theater Presents The End, which is the skateboard part of the series of what you call sort of extreme filmmaking.
Action sports.
Action sports. And you can...
the E-word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Extreme or something.
Action sports.
Monsterskate.com or AdrenalineTheater.com is where you can... log on and check out a location near you at an AMC theater playing on the weekends. We were just talking during the break about games played in the schoolyard and growing up, and I'm talking about grade school and junior high. Most of the games revolved around hitting guys with utility balls.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole thing. The idea was to hit somebody with a ball, beam them, knock them out. And we were talking about playing a game called Smear the Queer, which I don't know if that game goes on anymore in schoolyards, but it's like...
better run.
It's probably like Fight Club now. There's this underground movement of Smear the Queer, but no one's really allowed to do it.
I was telling the guys, it wasn't an officially sanctioned recess game by the school. It's sort of the cockfighting of schoolyard games. We'd have these little games. You played against a backboard on like a handball court, and you throw a tennis ball, and whoever it bounced off, and whoever dropped it had to make it back to the board before everyone beat the crap out of them, or while everyone was beating the crap out of them. But I did it once, and I dropped the ball intentionally. Instead of running to the board to safety, I ran the exact opposite way, and then I had 20 kids chase me, like at the end of Benny Hill, through an entire schoolyard. And everything was going great. I mean, I was out juking every one of these sixth graders. I was moving and doing all my great moves. And everything was going great, and I was running full blast, and I ran past a guy by the name of Mike Brown. I'll never forget Mike Brown. And I didn't think Mike Brown was involved with the game because Mike was not one of the people chasing me, but Mike was smart. Mike stopped and doubled back, and as I ran past Mike Brown, Mike socked me right in the solar plexus about as hard as he could while I was running full speed. I stumbled about 3 more steps and then went down on my face and I was writhing in pain. And you know what I love about kids? It's like everyone stopped. And I was like, and then there's a beat of like, I think he's really hurt. And then it was, get him. And I was like, hey, by law, people are like, hey, sorry, man. Well, it's like, we don't want to have to beat the crap out of you while you're lying on the asphalt holding your midsection, but rules are rules. I mean, what are you going to do?
If you're still breathing, then fair game.
Yeah, I mean, if word gets out that we let you live. And I think that's when I used one of my I'm serious calls, which is what you could do when you were a kid and someone was really screwing with you or you're really hurt, like the time I was rolled up in a carpet. I let myself be rolled up in a piece of carpet, so there was like 6 foot of carpet in front of me and 6 foot of carpet behind me. My hands were at my side, and I got rolled up in the middle of it, and then people were like stomping on it and kicking it, and I was like yelling, let me out, and people were laughing, and at a certain point, if you say it with the right pitch, if you go, I'm serious, then you'll hear the guys, hey, he's serious, let him out.
But there was always the kid that cried wolf.
Right. Well, you can't use too many of those on serious calls.
We get one per
You get one like semester or something like that, depending on the crowd you run with. But I always thought, and I've talked to Drew about this before, I always wish as an adult I had a handful of those.
I'm serious.
You know, I mean, girlfriends dumping you, boss firing you.
I'm serious.
I'm serious. Yeah, like,
okay.
She's going,
I know, I won't break up with
listen,
you.
things just aren't working out. I'm seeing somebody else. And you're like, but I'm serious. It's like you.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
You're
All right.
serious.
We'll stay together.
Wow.
We'll stay together. Yeah, I mean, as an adult, you should really, when you leave high school, you should get like 3 I'm seriouses just to take with you. And I'd say, like I said, getting canned from a job or having a girl dump you, just use them at your own discretion. Oh, it'd be nice.
With the police?
With the police. Right,
Yeah.
police pull you over. You know, your shoulder's dislocated. They're beating you with a baton. You yell. Rodney King could have yelled, I'm serious, halfway into that beating.
No
Would have
more
been fine.
trouble.
No more trouble. All right. Jamie?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, you're 15. What's going on?
Well, basically, I'm attracted to all overweight guys, and I
Nice.
don't know why. And all my friends are like, why, you know?
Older guys?
No, overweight guys.
But are they older?
Somewhat, but not really too bad.
That's all right.
How old are they?
I would say between my age to about 22.
Nice. 22.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you,
That's
20
older.
350-pound, 22-year-old guy could really do some damage to a young 15-year-old gal.
Jamie, there are men that find women attractive too. So it's
Black guys, man.
What?
Hey, Jamie?
Huh?
No, there's not any men who find.
Yeah, there are.
You know, let me explain who those are guys who get what they can get.
You know, there are guys that are into that.
There's a handful.
They have magazines devoted to that fetish.
I don't trust those guys. I really don't. I prefer not to talk about them or acknowledge their existence. Jamie?
Yeah.
It sends a dangerous message to the young women of the community, which is they don't have to starve themselves and work out like free. Jamie?
Yeah.
Are you overweight?
No, I'm not. Well, I don't think so. I don't
You're
know.
fat.
Drew,
No, you're fine.
please,
You're fine.
please, Drew. How dare you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
5'2", and what are you tipping the scales at?
130.
130. Let me do some quick radio math. What'd you say, 5'2", 130?
You're overweight.
34, 5. I got 5 foot 3/8 of an inch and 142.
No, I don't think so.
I did the radio math. You can't argue with that. So you're a little bit husky, but certainly wouldn't call you fat by any stretch of the imagination, right?
No.
And how big do you like a lad to be?
I'd say about 200 to 300 pounds.
2 to 3.
So the bigger the better.
No, I don't know. It depends on the guy, too.
You have a ceiling. What about name some famous fat people who you like Santa?
There's not really any fat guys that are famous that I really like.
How about John Popper from Blues Traveler? You know
I
him?
don't even know who that is.
No, okay.
But I'd be curious to know.
We got to make sure and tell John that next time he comes on the show, so he can kill himself.
I'd be curious to know if.
How about Chris Farley?
John Candy.
Ew, that's disgusting. No.
What's this guy? Well, no, I don't mean a dead guy, but we're talking about big guys.
Just big guys, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of some guys. How about like Drew Carey?
Yeah.
You'd like him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a husky guy, right?
Yeah.
He's not huge, though.
No, he's a little big bone.
I'm curious to see whether or not something like this would sort of evolve as she got older.
Is it because they're less of a threat?
Because what?
No.
They're less of a threat? No?
It's kind of a fetish thing.
You think it's a fetish thing? And you don't think it's that they're not in such high demand?
They're easier.
No, I think it's a fetish thing. And that's why I'm curious to see if it would change to something else as she got older.
Okay.
But it's all right. It's fine.
Because, like, my friends criticize me for it. They're like, what? You like him? I'm like,
yeah. Listen, this is a great thing. It means you're, I don't know what it means. It's fine. You're all right, Jamie.
okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Enjoy your big love. You just get on top. That's all. Mike?
Hey, how's it going?
You're 19. I don't know if we've ever had that proclamation from a young lady on this show, have we? Or declaration?
I hope not.
What's up there, Mike?
Yeah, I was wondering what I can do about the, what is it called, penile papulas?
Well, why would you want to do anything with them?
Is there something we can do to get rid of them, like a soap or a hair follicle cream or whatever?
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
The pearly penile papules.
What do you have exactly? What are you talking about? Do you think that's papule?
The white things on the scrotum?
No. That's not pearly papules.
Oh, what would that be?
Are they sort of soft, large, like spongy things?
Like little zits.
Zits, and those are zits.
They look like little white caps or something?
Yeah, exactly.
No, those are zits.
Can you pop them?
Well, yeah, once in a while.
Those are not pearly papules.
Sure, I know we just talked about this, but as you know, I give my sack a full combing over.
You found one?
Probably once or twice a week, and then I even hold the flashlight up to it underneath and turn the lights off so I can see through it. And man, I miss my balls.
Transillumination, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. And it's warm. It's kind of tingly. Feels good. Now some of you get those little white things on there. Some of them just pop like butter. Some are like rocks.
Yeah, they're sebaceous.
What are the rock ones?
It's sebaceous glands. Sebaceous cysts and things.
It's a cyst. It's as big as the head of a ballpoint pen.
That might be molluscum contagiosum.
How dare you?
That must be
How dare you?
I didn't see any molluscum when I examined you the other day, but...
Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm not talking about a cyst. I'm talking about what looks like...
Molluscum looks like a zit with a hard peak on it.
It's just a hard little... It looks like a very small little whitehead. There's no zit to it.
Yeah.
There's no red body to it.
If you peel that off, a little hard thing comes out.
Yeah.
Molluscum.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
You wouldn't know, I guess, but anyway. So, it's a viral STD.
Oh, how dare you?
You don't have it, so it doesn't matter. So.
All right.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I know you've talked about that. You scoop them out with a little melon baller.
Fingernail, bring them off.
No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is.
All right, let me just finish with Mike.
Don't all you people know what I'm talking about?
Let me finish with Mike. Mike needs to more hygiene, more dryness, more antibacterial.
All right. Here's what I'm talking about, Drew. Just one more time. You got the scrotum sack, right?
Got the scrotum. Do these appear anywhere else besides the scrotum?
No.
So it may be some sort of
and you'll get a little. You don't even want to call them zits because they're not really zits. You just get little whiteheads on there every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like you'd get. I don't know, like on your nose, you get those little blackheads.
Those strips that you do put on your
Fiore strip?
Yeah.
Put on my balls with it. Have the neighbors call the cops when I rip it off and scream at the top of my lungs. I like that.
Albiore.
Maybe I'll start with one of those breathe right strips on there just to hold my sack open. like the wings of a flying squirrel. All right, so you get the little ones. It's just a little like the ball and a ballpoint pen. That is the literal size of it, and you can just sort of pop them with your fingernail. But once in a while you run into one and it's just hard. Yeah. It's just like a little rock, and it ain't moving.
It's been left alone too long.
Yeah, it must just be petrified. But it's a good case for molluscum though. So
interesting. I have to look at it. Drew, get down.
We have to do another
scrotal examination.
And I didn't even notice your scrotum when we were down there.
Drew, you know why you don't notice my scrotum? It hangs so low you don't see where it ends. It just looks like a flap of skin.
It was like a curtain behind your penis.
That's right. And for my next trick, oh, Jesus Christ! I just dumped acid all over my penis. Yeah, that was Drew examining my penis. He thought I had. What do you think I had? Warts?
Warts.
Yeah. Well, as it turns out, I won $100 from it.
Warts are different than molluscum contagiosum.
Yeah. But, hey, you want to lose another $100? I'll send you back down below if you like. Easy money for me. I should tour the country asking doctors for $100 to look at my penis. What do you think the last time a doctor lost $100 looking at someone's Johnson? Do you know what I'm saying?
When the last time a doctor paid a patient, right?
That's right. Paid him $100 to look at his door.
I didn't pay to look. I bet you there was something on it, but I still believe there.
Drew bet there was something on my penis. He bet me $100. He found nothing. It was like the purest driven snow, like the cap of a mountain in Alaska.
Listen, he put a stunt penis in there.
Was that live right here?
Oh yes, yes. That is confident.
You can see the pictures on the web too.
Yeah, but what was this
Dr.
part?
Marcel.
This is apart from that. Listen. Suspicious.
Oh, how dare you! Suspicious. Let me tell you what suspicious is. Drew thought he was going to lose $100, so he thought he'd plant a little seed in the juror's mind.
Suspicious.
But suspicious. Joe?
Hello?
You're 16. What's up?
Well, I was going out with this girl for a while, and everything was fine, lovey-dovey, but then she said that her feelings were, growing, and then ever since then I just kind of my feeling. Hers got higher and then mine got lower. And that's been pretty much how it is with most of my other girlfriends.
So you're just not ready for any kind of intimate relationship right now, right? Are you afraid that you're gonna be vulnerable? Are you gonna hurt somebody, or is it more than you want?
I don't know, because I would like to. I wish I could, still enjoy being with them. But then once I hear that, they get more and more annoying.
So if they're distant, it's more fun to chase them.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Joe.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes. That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
A lot of guys are that way. But here's the deal. You're aware of it. You're thinking about it. You're talking about it. So by the time you're 55, 60, it won't be a problem. Hey, I'm serious. Doesn't he sound like Be Real from Cypress Hill, by the way, Drew?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was his voice. Here's the deal. A lot of guys have this gene, and especially at 16. And if you're asking questions and talking about it and realizing it may be a problem at 16, you'll be fine. You go through a few more years of this. Good, so you don't get married at 18 or 19. Smart, keeps you out of trouble. In a way, I think this is a good quality. And I think
at that age, absolutely.
And
protective.
I think the reason most guys have this is for just that.
Yeah.
Then there are the guys who meet a chick in the 8th grade, date her for 3 years, and marry her at 17.
Yeah.
How smart are those guys?
Right.
And where was their little protective coating? You know what I'm saying?
Little crackers.
That's right. This is Be Real. Maria?
Hello?
Hey.
Hi, yeah, I'm not really concerned about, relapse. My question was more towards, well, I've been sober for a year now, and I work with adolescents as a counselor. And my question was, if you find out your child is using or doing drugs or whatever, do you suggest you, have them relate to them with your own experience?
No. Well,
or just avoid it and tell them, the truth about drugs and what they lead to?
It's if you're an addict and in recovery, you really can't avoid talking about it, right? And so you need to talk about the consequences, and you need to talk about the solutions.
Well, yeah, I know. When I'm the counselor there and I speak to the other people there, I relate with my own experience. But I'm saying as an adult, as a parent.
But no, even as a parent,
are you a parent?
No, I'm not.
All right.
I see.
But the point when you're a parent, you're in recovery, you're going to meetings every night, we have a sponsor you're talking to, and the child sees the relationship you have with the recovery community.
So listen, if the cat's out of the bag,
yeah, you got to talk about it. If not, you're talking to them about what you did do is issuing a license for them to do the same.
Do you think so?
Always.
Really?
Yes.
So your kids are not going to know about any of the debauchery.
No, you and I have been engaged in the stuff we've been doing. No.
The reach-arounds, the handies,
none of that.
The full release.
No. The exam of the stunt penis.
Sodomy, the cornholing, examining the penis. None of this stuff.
No.
That will then be a green light.
Are you guys in recovery for that now?
I am. Drew doesn't think he has a problem. We'll talk off the air. Thanks, Tony.
Deal with the fact that I am gay.
Gene?
Yes.
Gene, you're 20.
Yes, I am.
What's up?
I've been going out with this guy for 3 months, and I found out that I was pregnant, and we decided that we weren't going to really see each other anymore. And I told him about it, and he seemed really interested to help me and everything. And he wanted to know everything. He wanted to go to the doctor with me, and then I was supposed to call him back, and he never returned my call. And I'm just wondering if he's avoiding me.
How far along are you?
I don't know. I just took the test yesterday, and I found out that I was. And he wanted me to tell him. He's like, yeah, I talked to him today, and we talked for a long time. And
hold on.
You having trouble tracking her?
Well, here's her story. I dated a guy for 3 months, and then I told him I was pregnant. And at first, he was into it. I mean, he was going to the doctor with me.
They were breaking up before.
He was breaking up. Okay. Hey, but he was into it. They were going to the doctors together. I thought the kid was 4.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Yesterday.
Well, yesterday's my time.
Yeah.
I was picturing, I had a whole musical montage in my head of the calendar pages blowing in the wind, them being at the doctor, her getting the angiogram or the ultrasound, them looking at it, them picking out wallpaper for the nursery. It was really a theater of the mind, and it turned out to probably yesterday in the evening. Yeah. It was about 8:30 yesterday night. I found out I was pregnant. How did it work, though, that he was all into it?
Yeah.
Where is she?
Mine, too.
Oh, okay.
If you don't feel that you're into this, let me know, because I don't want to, be going with you down the long hall and you leave me, or you decide that this isn't for you.
Right.
And he was the one that was coming up.
Still talking.
We'll decide everything together. And then he told me to call him back.
Uh-huh.
And I called him back.
Right.
And
Now, what did he say? Okay, but what did he say the last time you talked to him?
He said, I'm going to go take a shower and eat. And
I see.
So I called back.
Right.
15 minutes, every 15 minutes.
Can you just run that the whole show?
And Gene?
Yes.
And give me a list, if it's a boy, of some possible occupations you might like to see. I'm just curious. I mean, different jobs, different things. You want to go to college, different things like that.
If I had a son?
Give me a top 5. Top 5 if you had a son.
Oh, bartender would be.
Bartender? Wow. I want to hear the name, too.
Yeah?
I don't know, lawyer, doctor.
And? Bartender's at the top of the list?
I was kidding. No.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
I was trying to ease my own tension, that's all.
All right. So now, you were, I'm sorry, Drew was distracting me. I didn't hear every syllable that came out of your mouth.
Okay.
But, I do have the, sort of a general template of your problem.
I figured you would.
Yeah. And, now, your boyfriend, you just found out yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't actually even gone to the doctor yet, so this is all, really new. I just took the home test twice.
Did she say that he went to the doctor with her?
No, he said that he would want to go to the doctor.
He would want to go, but now that you actually know you're pregnant, he's freaking out or something. He's just not available.
Well, I guess, yeah. I don't know. I mean, he seemed like, he'd be willing to help. He didn't want to take my call. His roommate said, oh, no, he's asleep.
I see. And describe him. What kind of guy is he? I mean, give us a composite of this guy.
He's afraid of commitment.
No kidding.
And, what does he do for a living? How tall is he? What color is his hair?
5'7". Hair, blue eyes. For a living.
Oh, I see.
It sounds like that Everlast.
My father did that as well. So I know.
He's young. I'm young. We're both young.
Right. All right. Listen, Gene.
Yes.
Do you want to give this child up for adoption, maybe? Or did we talk about that?
I haven't even thought about what I wanted to do. We were going to talk about that together.
She just started remaking contact with this guy. She is desperate and upset that he seems to be pushing away at an important time.
He is despicable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to talk about anything. I never even said.
All right. Well, let's call him.
Oh my God, no.
Really?
Really?
Well, he's never there.
Well, no, he's there, but okay.
All right. We're going to put you on hold.
Okay.
That's where I just push this button, and we won't hang up on you.
Okay, but I gave you my middle name, so he might not know. I mean, he'll know, but...
Right. Okay. Well, hang on.
He'll know.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from San Pedro.
San Pedro. It's a beautiful country out there. They got
harbors,
wall water, right, and cement, right?
Oh, yeah.
Aquarium.
Yeah. All right, hang on, Gene.
All right.
We'll see if we can get his number and see if we can get to the bottom of this during the break, and then we'll come back, all right?
Okay.
Hold on a second. Tony Hawk is our guest tonight. We'll be back with more of the Fabulous Show after this.